Hi, so today we are at Riyadh and we are at a very strategic platform, which is the investment platform of MIRAI JAMAC and MIRAI Capital, where they are facilitating Indian SMEs through the World Association of Small and Medium Enterprises, that is WASME. So we have Mr. Pranav Jyoti with us today. So why don't you introduce yourself?
Thank you so much for having. We have been extremely delightful to have over 500 of our global SMEs from global markets to come over here, build value across. My name is Pranav Jyoti. I am the co-founder CEO for MIRAI Capital, but also lead the region for MIRAI JAMAC, which is a growth consulting company. Parallelly, I also am the Chief Investment Officer for His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Faisal Al-Qassimi, who's a ruling family member of Ras Al Khaimah at UAE. We are very excited to not only work with SMEs across the world, but also create opportunities for global companies that are going to build the next growth avenues for GCC, building value together. Very excited to be in Riyadh.
That's fantastic. So, how do you see the role of your platform in facilitating Indian MSMEs in Saudi Arabia?
See, Indian MSMEs today are poised well with creating global relationships. Indian MSMEs have always been key partners to global companies across the world and also been critical in creating highly successful brands across the world. And today they are coming out to make their own brands global. We have been able to do three key things for them. One, facilitate governance and give them policy-led support to build new areas and new markets via not only building businesses, but also finding the right partners and distributors and also manufacturers across. Second, I would say facilitating them on capital, helping them grow within local markets and build the true essence of a successful business. And third, most importantly, find the right people to not only grow those companies locally, but to make sure that the local essence, the local know-how helps them expedite their growth values and create a global brand.
Right. So, is there any eligibility criteria for the Indian MSMEs to qualify for your support?
No, I think intent is the most important thing. People's value, dreams, and of course, WASME does an incredible job to not only fructify relationship. Dr. Sanjeev Layak has been an incredible partner, not only to build value, but also to create a great funnel of companies that are taking the leap. Today's event over here, which has been happening for the past 6 days, is a moment of truth where not only SMEs from India, but SMEs from all over the world are looking at India, partnering with India. And we have over 80 country SMEs that are structured over here, and we intend to support a lot of them building value.
That's amazing. So I think more and more Indian MSMEs can come in, your support, and possibly they would more than happy to take your support and grow in this part of the world.
Yes.
Right? So what are some of the promising sectors that you feel where Indian MSMEs could have an advantage or at least an entry in the Middle Eastern market, especially the Saudi?
I think construction tech, real estate, healthcare, also unique manufacturing, artisans are areas that are building up. Technology using AI, ML are helping companies become larger, and MSMEs who are working and building focus on is creating a long-term structure around it.
So, any particular schemes that your platform have to help Indian MSMEs leverage the opportunities in this region?
I think for us, the focus is to make sure that there is a valid partnership that is aligned towards a long-term success. And I think that is critical, and that creates a value for all of us to not only build a successful enterprise, but also to build long-term value.
So, any particular challenge that you identify that new Indian MSMEs in this region could face initially?
I think there is a important leap of faith between building a global brand and becoming a global trader.
Right.
So I think MSMEs traditionally feel that they want to become a trading company overseas. I think that is a risk which we try to mitigate with support and also visibility. So I think the objective of striving to be a global brand is very important. And I think that creates an impactful orientation to stay away from just being traders.
And what are the opportunities for manufacturing companies?
Manufacturing is cutting across various things. India is actually taking global lead. Productivity is going high. And I think what we are trying to achieve is not only for the bottom line of manufacturing, but also precision manufacturing. So there is incredible partnership growth values across sectors. Across sectors can move from healthcare to automotive to lifestyle to retail. All of that builds an opportunity to create a successful enterprise.
Right. So any particular compliance requirements that Indian MSMEs have to keep in mind?
Every industry will have their own specific compliance-led challenges. So we're very keen to see how those compliance-led challenges are aligned to the benefit of the SMEs. And I think WASME does an incredible job. And of course, building value through MIRAI JAMAC's growth partnership also builds a significant value curve around it.
So how do you see the relation between Indian MSME and the Saudi market in the next 10 years?
Oh, I think it will become even stronger. It's become stronger. I think Saudi is really building support. The rulers are extremely supportive. They are building value for tomorrow, not only for people within, but for the people of the world. I think it is probably one of the top economies where MSMEs, not only from India, but across the world, who are going to contribute for the next 10 years.
Right. Any final piece of advice you'd like to give MSMEs? Because a lot of our viewers and, our WASME members also would be, viewing your interview and would be looking forward to your advice. So what would
I think one important thing which I touched upon earlier is that one should stop thinking like a trader. So investing in your own brand, investing in your own self is very important. So, trading can become easy because you can make transaction capital between doing one transaction to the other. But building a brand is like having a child. So you have to invest. You have to invest in creating the identity, invest in that identity. So my recommendation is that when you have taken the leap to build a global brand, think like a brand and not think like a trader.
Right. So that definitely would be a vital piece of advice. And thank you so much today for expressing your thoughts.
Thank you.
Also guiding us with your advice.
Absolutely.
And we are so happy to have you here today.
Super.
And we look forward to more interactions in the future.
Lovely. Thank you.